Wagwan Rasta, and I made history of the tongue video now.
Why are you talking like that? You are not even a Jamaican. You're a past Irish bastard.
But whatever, man.
Alright, let's get to work then. What should we do? A sketch?
Nah, too much work.
What about a comic?
I suck at drawing even on paint.
Animation?
Listening.
Okay, we shall begin by discussing the history part then.
Excuse me, did you say history?
First of all, the Middle English period was from 1000 up to 1500. It begins with the crowning of William the Conqueror,
Ah, yes, Billy the bastard.
who came from Normandy, a region in the northern France.
France? But what happened with English?
French was the official language for law, education, government, and the upper classes, while the English was only for the lower classes. Then, in 1204,
What happened in 1204?
England lost Normandy to France. Therefore, nobility has to choose between English and French, so they went on English.
Clearly.
By 1800, 95% of population in England were Middle English speakers, and words from Norman law, religion, and economics entered English. It can be said that English plus French plus Latin is equal to Franglish. As a result, 75% of French words borrowed in the Middle English period are still being used.
Really? What kind of words?
Words such as color, peace, couch, appetite, and music.
Nice.
Okay, that's for the history part. What's next?
Oh, I know what's next. Okay, let's talk dialects. So, Middle English was comprised of four main dialects,
Oh, just as Old English.
just like Old English, and actually one of the Old English dialects remained for the Middle English period. Now, these dialects, these four main dialects, were Northern, West Midland, East Midland, Southern, and the one from Old English that survived was Kentish. Now, these dialects were the same for the most part, but the differences were mostly on plural nouns and endings. Now, these dialects were important, particularly the East Midland dialect, because it gave birth to the rise of Standard English, which involved the participation of London, Cambridge, and Oxford, three cultural centres within England and Europe that came from the East Midland area to develop a more neutral way of speaking and writing that also represented a compromise between the Northern and Southern dialect. And as a result, some words retained their spelling but changed their pronunciation.
Oh, really? What kind of words?
For instance, the word knee lost the k sound in the pronunciation, and the word right lost the w sound in the pronunciation. And that's why English is so complicated nowadays.
Oh, now I see.
Okay, I think we've covered everything.
Wait, I've got the feeling that we are forgetting something.
Nah, we're good, lad.
Yeah, must be nothing.
What's this video do again?
Last week. Okay, that's for the history part. What's next?
Oh, I know what's next. Okay, let's talk dialects. As we know, Middle English was composed of four main dialects,
Oh, just as Old English.
just like Old English, and actually one of the Old English dialects remained from Middle English. So these dialects were Northern, West Midland, East Midland, Southern, and the remaining one was the Kentish. Now the differences weren't very big. They were mostly the same.
Da 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 da.
Now these dialects were important because, in particularly the East Midland dialect gave birth to the rise of Standard English, which involved having London, Cambridge, and Oxford, which were three culture centres in England and in Europe, develop a more neutral way of speaking and writing that represented a compromise between the Northern and the Southern dialects. So, as a result, some words retain their pronunciation but change the Blah 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 blah.